scratch. Like literally I haven't prepped my hair, nothing. In fact, I think I washed my hair about 2 to 3 days back, so my scalp is also a little bit oily. So in this video I'm also going to show you how to add a little bit of volume to the hair so that you get like a nice fluffy braid at the end. So let's begin. Okay, so step number 1 obviously is to comb your hair out, because when you're doing braids, if you don't comb your hair out in the beginning, you are going to really struggle because you'll just be pulling all your hair out. So you want to make sure your hair is combed nicely. Yeah. So now the next step is to add a little bit volume to the crown area. So I'm going to section my hair a little bit first, starting from the center. In case you don't have a comb, like a rat tail comb like this, you can even use a pencil. You can section your hair. Now I'm going to use a little bit of dry shampoo. Just shake it up and then spray it right at the roots. Okay, once you've sprayed it, using your hands, you want to just like rub it into the scalp so that you don't see white spots, because the dry shampoo tends to leave a little bit of residue. So you want to just massage it into the scalp. Can you already see how much volume it's added? It was really flat in the beginning, but you can see, right? So you can do this in sections depending on how oily your hair is. It was the worst idea to wear gloss while doing hair. Like seriously, wear gloss while doing hair. Sectioning another part. Now in case you don't have dry shampoo, what can you use? You can use talcum powder. Okay, so I'm taking a little bit of talcum powder on my hands, taking it on my fingers again. I'm going to be massaging it into the scalp. It's okay if you apply too much, because you can always rub it this way and it'll just all absorb. So essentially what powders do is it absorbs any moisture or oils that's there, or whether it's on the hair, on the face, or wherever, which is why we use powdery stuff. Even your dry shampoo actually has some powdery substance in it, which is why it helps absorb oil. So I always like to start styling my hair from the back and then do whatever needs to be done to the front. Otherwise, when you style the front first and then curl the back or you pull it, sometimes the front also gets pulled and then it doesn't set well. So again, I'm taking the rat tail comb, just sectioning it out. And so how I leave the front section is I start from the top and go all the way till the ears. So I'm going to leave aside this section. Just clip it up here for now, and I'm doing the same thing on the other side as well. Just like that. Yeah, good enough. Now I'm just going to join these two together. It doesn't matter however you clip this, but just so that I don't look funny, or at least I don't look too funny, I'm going to just gather all this neatly together. If I was not doing this on camera, I really wouldn't care, and I would just clip it up anyhow. But yeah, so I've just gathered it together. I'm just making like a Sardar kind of bun over here, like Milkha Singh. Now we're gonna get to styling the rest of the hair. If you don't have a clip like this, you can even put a rubber band and just like fix it in place. I'm going to need one more clip here for the styling of the back as well. So I'm going to just randomly section the hair this way. Horizontally. So I'm going to be styling it in layers. I'm going to essentially be curling these parts. So I'm going to separate the top part and clip it up, and then I'm going to take small sections and start styling it. So for this I am using a curler, but a thinner one. So I didn't really have a thin curler, so what I did was, this curler came with like a ceramic topping. I just removed the ceramic topping, and this is the iron rod that's inside the curler. So I'm using that part because I want like small curls. That's why I'm using this. If you want bigger curls, you can use a bigger curler as well. So since it's an iron rod, it gets really hot. It's not like the ceramic one. So be careful with your hands and your ears. So hold it for about 5 to 6 seconds and then you leave it. So you see the curl, this one's too tight. So I'm just going to like pull it out immediately before it cools. Yeah, so I get like a nice wavy kind of, structure to it. I'm just going to continue to do the same thing to all sections. the curls are looking right now. It's kind of like waves, not really curls. So I'm going to continue doing the same thing in sections. So right now, I'm sure that a lot of you will not have dry shampoo and a lot of hair products at your homes right now, and it is very difficult to get access to these things as well, I understand, which is why I'm giving you these alternatives that you can use, like talcum powder instead of dry shampoo, or a pencil instead of a rat tail comb. So or this inner bond of a curling iron instead of just buying another separate curling iron. I'm really scared to look at the camera while doing this because I am so scared I'll burn my fingers. I hate that feeling. I've done it so many times. If your hair again has too many flyaways or it's like very frizzy on a certain day, you can always apply a little bit of serum before you do this, just to make the flyaways sit and behave a little bit, I'd say. This ill-mannered hair is a pain in the... Now I'm going to start styling the top. I'm going to take off that clip. Now, depending on what section you want, if you want a center part or a side part, you can partition your hair. I'm going to do a center part. Okay, I'm going to separate one side out, just twisting it and clipping it away from the face. Now for those of you who feel like you have a little more baby hair here or curly hair in the front, you can go ahead and straighten it out just to make it a little more neater. If you don't have a straightener, you can go ahead with your same curling wand and pull the hair down and just do this from top and from down. So the heat will sort of just straighten it out. Okay, so now once you have the section ready, we are going to take another section. Dude, this is a game of sectioning, I think. So you're going to take a very thin slice of this. Okay, just like that. One section. And you're going to start braiding this. So I'm going to start French braiding this. So I'll show you how you do that. You section your hair into 3 parts, just like you would with any braid, right? 3 parts right there. Now, you take one extreme section, put it over the middle one. Okay? Then you take the other extreme section and put it over the middle one. So you've started off your braid. Now, to continue, you're going to do the same thing, but every time you take an extreme section, you add a little bit of hair from there. Okay, so you add some hair and put it over the middle. Again, an extreme, add some hair and you put it over the middle. So you're just going to continue doing this. Now once you run out of hair, you're just going to continue braiding this all the way till the end. You don't have to make it too tight because we will be pulling it out later. Leave this down. I will get back to this part once I finish this. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Hold this at the end and start pulling out hair so that your braid looks a little more loose and sort of messy. Just pull it out neatly. Don't pull out the whole strand so that it comes out of the braid. Just so that the braid opens up a little bit. You see the thickness it's adding? From the top, be very careful, don't mess it up. Now I'm going to use a flat pin like this. Okay, pin it all the way towards the end, right here. Next, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so now you want to just curl up all these extra hairs that you've left out with the same way that you did the back part, right? So just looks like. It's a nice fresh looking hairstyle. You can wear it for like a Sangeet event or a haldi, or even if you're attending a wedding or a party or even a brunch for that matter. It's a very fresh looking hairstyle, so it will even work for a brunch with, you know, soft day makeup. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to show it to you from the back as well. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope this video was useful and you're going to try this out. Let me know how it goes, guys. I really want to know in the comments. I keep saying this in all videos. So please let me know how it goes, and let me know what other kind of tutorials or makeup and hair related videos you'd like me to make. Until the next time, take care. Bye.